As severe heat waves have spread across the southern part of Europe, authorities in these regions have issued health and wildlife warnings as temperatures are rising to the mid-40s. 21 cities across Italy are on high alert for extreme heat. These cities include Rome, Milan, Naples, Venice, and Florence. Hospital emergency departments are reporting cases of heat stroke. They have banned outdoor work in some regions during the warmest hours. Countries like France, Italy, Portugal, and Spain are roasting, as temperature is as high as 44 to 46 in some areas. Now let us just relax and hear what the news channel across Europe are saying and how they are reporting this case. Sit down and watch, and then we come back and discuss later. Thank you.
Temperatures are continuing to soar across many parts of southern Europe, triggering health warnings because of the heat and fueling wildfires as the continent grapples with the first major heat wave of this summer. France, Portugal, Italy and Spain have experienced sweltering heat for several days now.
Large parts of Europe are in the grip of a heatwave, with the authorities in many countries issuing health warnings amid soaring temperatures. Red heat warnings are in force in parts of Portugal, Italy and Croatia, and numerous amber warnings are in place covering areas including Spain, France, Austria, Belgium and many more.
In some parts of Spain, temperature has reached up to 46 degrees on Saturday. In fact, in Madrid, the temperature reached up to 40 degrees. And in most cities, ambulances stood on standby near tourist hotspots.
Southern Spain is the worst affected region, with temperatures reaching the mid-40s in Seville and in neighbouring areas. A new heatwave record for June of 46 degrees was set on Saturday, and the authorities are saying that this month is on track to be the hottest June on record.
The heatwave is caused by a combination of record high greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere, record high sea surface temperatures in the Mediterranean and other oceanic regions, and also a very stable blocking high weather system, which is effectively like putting a lid on a pot. So it's keeping temperatures very high, moving clouds away, which is enabling more sunshine to hit the surface of the earth, which generates even more heat and drought conditions.
In Turkey and France, wildfire broke out in some places, thus making firefighters to be on standby. In some parts, many people have been evacuated due to wildfire.
Turkey and in France, firefighters have been battling wildfires that have broken out amid temperatures which have already topped 40 degrees Celsius. The hot weather has been felt in Germany too, with the meteorological service there warning of temperatures as high as 38 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, which could be record-breaking temperatures.
Europe is doing a pretty good job at adapting to heat waves, but there's still more work to do to ensure society can become resilient by ensuring there's cool refuges in cities.
Also in England, they are experiencing their hottest June since at least 1884, according to their Met Office.
Warnings of extreme heat have also been extended across much of England for today, as temperatures are set to climb to 34 degrees, which would make it one of the hottest June days on record. Scientists who analyse the influence of climate change on extreme weather events say June's heat waves are now 10 times more likely to occur compared.
Even animals, pets in particular, are not spared, especially dogs, as most owners have taken to bathing their pets constantly with water. Just look at this news and see to yourself.
A quick hosing down puts Reggie in a better mood, but not all the residents on the Consort estate in Peckham have the same luxury. His owner Christine has been living here for 50 years. It's hotter in southeast London now, she reckons, not a doubt in her mind.
The dog is out there cooling off because it's a long-haired German Shepherd. He goes out there 3 times a day. I've got 9 cats, but they're all cooling. It's just too hot. There's just no ventilation anywhere. Sleeping is unbearable. Just hair gets stuck to you and your clothes are stuck to you.
A couple of doors down, and watching Wimbledon indoors feels like a better option than being on court on the hottest opening day in history.
We're mostly going to stay indoors because it's too hot to go outside. We have lots of our windows open, nearly all of them. We have some of the sunroofs closed because it brings in extra heat. We make sure to put on lots of fans.
It's the southeast of England that's been impacted most this time as part of a larger European heatwave, but they're projected to increase in both magnitude and frequency right across the UK.
In urban areas like this, it's been found that the heat risk is putting more and more pressure on people, and it's the most vulnerable who are more likely to be impacted.
Why this heatwave is such a public health issue is that the architectural design of most houses in Europe are tailored for the cold weather. I hope going for the architects will start putting the possibility of heatwaves into consideration in designing of future houses.
And to deal with it effectively, that could mean a rethink of how we build our houses to cope with heatwaves.
They expose the weaknesses and the vulnerabilities that housing, healthcare, social systems have. As we're seeing an increase in new builds, I think there is a great opportunity to have policies and guidance so that the houses that are built for the future are able to keep us warm in winter, but also cool in the summer.
The wider turmoil extreme heat can cause is crossing the continent right now. Popular tourist sites in Italy and Spain, less fun when it's this hot.
There have been reported cases of wildfire that have broken out in some places in Turkey and France, and firefighters have been on standby. In some parts of these countries, many people have been evacuated due to the wildfire.
And in Turkey, strong winds and land dry as a bone, the perfect conditions to fan the flames of wildfires. An older man among 50,000 people who've been displaced and rescued as the flames lapped against his door. The catastrophic consequences of unbridled heat now here for us all to see.
Well, our weather presenter Liam Dutton is here. Liam, just how unusual is this kind of heat wave early in June?
Well, Aisha, the intensity of this heat is astounding for so early in the season across central and southern parts of Europe. We've got temperatures widely 5 to 10 degrees above normal. And these are the temperatures we'd normally expect to see late in July and into the early part of August. Now, the heat wave has already been record-breaking for Spain and Portugal over the weekend. Both countries there had their hottest June day on record, a staggering 46 degrees Celsius. And over the next couple of days, millions of people across central and southern Europe are covered by extreme heat warnings because of the grave concern that there is for the impact that the heat will have on their health and also infrastructure.
All around Europe, experts have multiple opinions as regards to the cause of this surging heat wave at this time of the year. Listen to what this panelist has to say as a possible cause of this heat wave.
Liam, what's driving all of this then?
Well, I've got a graphic to show you for this. High pressure is the main concern of this heat wave, the main cause of it. It's covering much of the continent. That's bringing day after day of sunshine, dry weather and clear skies. And on top of that, we've got some heat coming up from the northwest of Africa. That's boosting the temperatures even more. And of course, we've got climate change. As we know, Europe is the world's fastest warming continent. Climate change makes heat waves like this more intense, happen more frequently, and also become longer.
So how is the UK then being affected? I mean, we can feel it.
We can, and we've actually been quite lucky because we're actually on the periphery of this European heat wave. So it's only really been central, southern and eastern parts of England today seeing the intense heat. Temperatures have widely been into the low 30s. Temperatures got up to 33 Celsius today in London. Short of the June record, though, for the UK, which still stands at 35.6. So we were well short of that. Nevertheless, one more day of heat to come tomorrow for East Anglia and South East England. Temperatures there 34, maybe just about reaching 35 degrees in a few spots. But by the middle part of the week, the hot air is gone and will be cooler and fresher and temperatures back down to where they should be for the time of year.
Just listening to Al Jazeera News and hear what this eyewitness in France and England has to say as regards to the situation. And we come back and wrap it up.
Another summer, another heat record broken in Europe. Temperatures surpassed June records in Spain on Saturday, hitting 46 degrees Celsius in the southwest. In neighbouring Portugal, Residents and tourists in Lisbon sweltered under 40 degrees on Monday. And countries across Europe are expecting record temperatures in the coming days. In France, an unprecedented 84 out of 96 mainland regions have been placed on the orange heat alert, the second highest. Tourists queuing at the Eiffel Tower were sprayed with water as they waited to go up the famous tourist attraction.
We have to split early activities and the evening activities, because in the middle of the day we have an elder person and we have to look for a place to settle down and drink some water, because it's hard to stay outside in the middle of the day.
In London, temperatures rose 10 degrees above average for this time of year, making the hottest opening day on record at the Wimbledon tennis tournament. Players are being allowed additional breaks. In the stands, fans must sit and bear the heat.
Yeah, well, I'm struggling because I'm from Inverness, so it never gets this warm up north. So it's about 20 degrees warmer than I'm used to, and I'm sunburnt all over.
SPF 50. It's a hot day, you're going to need it.
The extreme temperatures across Europe are the result of a high-pressure zone over the continent, known as a heat dome. The World Health Organization says these events are becoming more frequent and dangerous because of climate change. And scientists are warning Europeans that scorching heat during the summer months is becoming the new normal. Ferdy Akar, Al Jazeera.
According to some experts, extreme heat kills up to 480,000 people annually around the world, and I understand this may be more than the combined number of people killed from floods, earthquakes, and hurricanes. So viewers, what do you think is the best way to handle the current surging heat wave, and how can we prevent it in future? Please kindly put down your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because it's in subscribing that we grow. Thank you. See you next time.